Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Vinyl Files. Now this is a very special week. Coming up, I'm approaching my 1-year anniversary of constantly uploading record reviews, upcoming releases, and things of the sort to YouTube. It's been fun, it's been interesting, it's been educational. I've learned a lot since I started doing this show. And I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, for those of you that have come aboard, thank you so very much for watching. It means the world to me. And for those of you who aren't subscribed, go ahead and click subscribe and join the Vinyl Cult. We're always looking for new members. Join us. But this week I wanted to look back on the past year and what I've done and my favorite records that I've reviewed on this channel thus far. And at the end of this video, we're going to be watching my very first review unboxing never before seen on YouTube, though it is on my TikTok. But with that said, let's get started and go ahead and comment down below, what do you want to see more of on this channel? I'm open to new suggestions and I'm looking to diversify my content a little bit. So up first, one of my favorite records that I've gotten to take a look at because I've been listening to Me Without You Brother Sister for a very, very long time, and finally owning it on vinyl was an absolute achievement for me as a collector. I'm so happy that this got a repress, and I'm also really happy that I was able to say goodbye to them this year because they finished their farewell tour, they're done, the world is now without me, without you. That's a tricky sentence. But this beautiful pressing, this is the Sun and Moon pressing. I was so happy to be able to grab it. It sounds fantastic. And this is just a really great album by a band that touched the hearts of so many, myself included. But they still have like a lot of merch on their website. There's still some records, shirts, sweaters, whatever. Go give them a proper like send off. Buy out their stock. You know? The next album we're taking a look at is possibly a new one to you, but A Plea for Purging's The Marriage of Heaven and Hell. Now this is probably one of my favorite records off of Face Down Records of all time. Talk about how lucky I was to be able to say like a final farewell to a band. I remember me and some friends flew out to California to go see them live on their like one-off reunion show for Face Down Fest, and it was well worth the trip because they absolutely delivered. But this pressing was released last year, and I remember, look at just beauty, just gorgeousness. There was a previous pressing of this album, but it didn't have all of like the in-between audio, which I'm so happy that this one does. But I remember when this album got like repressed and the pre-order was going out, thankfully I have a very understanding boss who understood that, hey, I need just 5 minutes to pre-order this and then I'll get back to work. And I'm happy to actually have this in my collection. Up next, a band that's relatively new to me in comparison to a lot of the other records that I'm going to be talking about today, but Politia, New Levels, New Devils. Being able to get this on wax, this was a big find for me this year when I was able to order it, because I just very quickly fell in love with like the humor, the charm, and especially the musicality of this band. Scotty, Tim, and both of the Clays just absolutely killed it on this record. This is a really cool variant too, but it really set the stage for what's coming out later this year with Remember That You Will Die. I'm so excited for that. As you could tell from my reaction video to ABC, like I am stoked. Being able to see Steve Vai on the track listing is like a dream come true because young little shreddy guitar boy James idolized, worshipped Steve Vai, and I still think he's an absolutely fantastic guitar player. But this album, I was so happy to get this, and it has really kind of changed the way that I approach playing guitar, which I don't really do a lot on this channel. I don't know if anybody would be interested in that, but it's been a big influence on me. So Politia was a big get, and I'm excited for more music from them. Next up, of course, we have Mad Villainy by Madvillain. Now, this is not a new album to me by any means, but I discovered this like fairly soon before the world shut down, like a few years ago, if you remember that, and the record stores were closed. And so I was doing a lot of ordering online, but like pressing plants, like everything was just done. So there wasn't a lot of stuff out there. So I had to just wait, and I finally came across it, and I was just so happy because it's a truly different experience when it's on vinyl, and it's made me want to go get a lot more of MF Doom's stuff, which is why I've slowly been filling out my collection and why he makes up the vast amount of hip-hop on this channel, which should hopefully change the more I go out and the more that gets repressed. But this album by far is the most popular video on my channel, and it's not me. If you go back and watch that video, I was really new to this. I wasn't really like totally together. I didn't really know what I wanted to say, but this album speaks for itself. And to have that in my collection and to be able to spin that whenever I want is a big deal, and I hope to get more of his stuff and more hip hop on this channel. Next up, my absolute whitest whale. He is Legend, I Am Hollywood. This is the pink pressing. I had the green pressing and I actually gave it to a friend who missed out on the initial release of this because I ended up getting this one. And I got this from... And I'm just so thankful for it because it's just beautiful. I'm just so happy. I'm just happy that this record exists in the world. I'm really hoping in the next couple of years or so we do get a pressing of Suck Out the Poison. That would be absolutely amazing and crucial to every He Is Legend fan. I also need It Hates You, and there are other stuff as well. But this was like the biggest deal, and I remember just losing my mind when I finally got it. It's another band that whenever they release new music, I immediately flock to it because they just bring it every single time. And I know they have new music coming out soon, so be on the lookout for that and I'll let you know. And lastly, the video that started it all for me with unboxing and reviews, Cannibal Corpse's Tomb of the Mutilated. Now, I've been listening to Cannibal Corpse for a very, very long time, since like middle school. They have always been that band that I've been like afraid of, but also just absolutely in love with. And when I went to Down in the Valley, my home record store, I found one copy of this and I gasped and people looked at me like I was crazy, and one dude was like, "Oh, I know that feeling," which is a great feeling, which is one of the things I absolutely adore about record collecting, because you never know what you're gonna find. That's the fun of the hunt. And it's just been a really fun time making these videos, talking to each and every one of you, finding out what you like, expanding my musical horizons. Some of you have opened my eyes to music that I would never have heard of or listened to before, and I'm just so very grateful. But with that, thank you so much for watching and coming on this journey with me over the last year. I'm going to be taking a very short break. I will be back not next Friday, but the Friday after. As this channel has grown, so has my level of quality control and expectations for myself. So I want to make sure what I'm putting out is quality content that's worth both yours and my time. So I'm going to take a little bit of time to develop that. With that said, the LP Weekly will be coming out next Tuesday. Don't you worry. I'm never going to stop doing that, nor am I ever going to stop posting videos. I just need a little break. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, until the table stops spinning, just keep grinning. Now please enjoy my very first unboxing and review. It's the best day of the week, new record day. Today I have Cannibal Corpse's Tomb of the Mutilated. Yes, this album featuring Chris Barnes, the original vocalist. It's a re-release from Metal Blade Records. I got the Red Slushy variant. The song on Ace Ventura, this is on that movie if I haven't already said that, that's great. Song on that record, Hammer Smashed Face, and that is one of the few that I'm going to say on camera. The rest you can look up, but we got Hammer Smashed Face, Split Wide Open, The Cryptic Stench, and Beyond the Cemetery. The rest, do some homework. Great record, great for grandmas, priests, people who like, the Beatles. They'll love this band. So yeah, let's take a look at what... Kind of fitting to open up this record with a knife. There we go. Okay, let's see what we got here. We have the record itself, this photo of all the members, and the lyrics in case you really want to know what they say. All right. Drum roll. Oh, that is gorgeous. Look at that. Simply lovely. Absolutely. See, it says Red Slushy, but given the subject matter of this band, it makes it less appetizing. Plus, I'm a blue slushy guy, so. Anyway,